Yeah, man, check that story of Simeon deported to Guyana Part 2. You heard? That's already laid down. That'll be dropping sometime next week, you heard? Make sure y'all check that Brooklyn Legacy. Z-Man Suicide Polo was popping. Shout out to the bro Simeon. We out here working. Flatbush, what up? Let's get it. Yo, LAZ Gen Pop Gang. This is my portable Sony recorder for when I'm recording interviews on the go. I don't leave home without it. This is my Blue Yeti mic for when I'm recording interviews in the crib straight into the laptop, you heard? This is my Audio Technica mic for when I'm recording vocals and doing music. The Digital Porter Studio, you heard? The Tascam DP24SD. This is what I use to record my music. You heard? I use GarageBand on a laptop too, but when I want to just do everything, mix and master in one device, I do it with this Tascam joint, you heard? Ring light for when I want to do some live and have a professional look. All of this stuff is in my Amazon list, man. You heard? You could get all of these products. Click on the link. Hey, yo, make sure y'all run down on my Amazon list where I got all the products I use to run this channel. You heard? The phone I film this channel with, when I do my stories, my live signs, my recorders, everything. Get at me. We tell the driver, we like, yo, driver, yo, we out, bro. I mean, we handle what we handle. We had a black driver. We said, all right, my bro, we out of here. You know, we had tipped the nigga a little 50 cash and all of that. You feel me? So, yo, we out, my nigga. Like, I mean, let's get up out of here. That nigga tried to start the car. That shit was like... I said, nah. I said, yo, try to start that shit again, man, you heard? Nigga tried to hit that shit again. I said, oh, son, we in the middle of Greek Fest. So with this whole rental situation, it made me think of a story, another story that goes into the story of Pottersfield collection, right? And this was the time where I first touched the radio. Like, you heard? Like, I'm not talking about internet radio. I'm not talking about, you know, a little radio station here and there. I'm talking about HOT97, when HOT97 was that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So boom. Now, you know, back in the days before the internet was popping, DVDs was popping in the streets. Everything was about DVDs. Either it was Smack DVD, Real Talk DVD, you feel what I'm saying? Whatever. The Come Up, you heard? But the nigga M.Reck and Doggy Diamonds, they had their own little street DVD called Forbes DVD, which later, of course, became ForbesDVD.com. I spoke about these things on other episodes. But yeah, so M.Reck, he been grinding. Ben was grinding in the mixtape game. You know, he was what you would call a mixtape distributor. You heard? Like DJs sent they tape to Reck for Reck to get the tapes into the streets. You feel me? So niggas also became DVD distributors. And like I said, niggas is putting their own DVDs out. Doggy Diamonds and M.Reck. Long before I came about. When I came about, they had already been doing it for a while. I came around on the tail end of shit, and you know, we started dropping shit. I started helping niggas somewhat push the DVDs or whatever. But me and Reck ended up doing a song called BK Madness. I got a video for this song that's filmed by Jordan Tower, and we filmed the shit in the Ville right there on Sutter Avenue. Know what I mean? Now, how this shit came about, know what I mean? I was thrashing mixtapes, thrashing DJ Diggs and Rated R, you know what I mean? Spitting them crazy bars of death, and a nigga was getting a little light. You feel me? Reck rap, I rap, You heard? The whole circle was niggas that rap. So eventually the nigga Wreck was like, yo, let's do a joint. Let's get a joint popping. So I said, all right, I'ma find out, I'ma pick out a beat. I can't remember who picked out the beat, but I think I picked out the beat because it was a big controversy over the beat too. But I sent son a verse over this beat that I got from a kid named Scorsese. I don't know whatever happened to Scorsese, but he's the one who gave me the beat, right? Shit was crazy. Anybody that knows me for that BK Madness, they know how crazy that beat go. You heard? So once I heard that shit, I said, oh, this the one right here. This the one. So I spit some wild shit on that shit. I said some shit. I was like, yo, if you really ask around about this underground rap scene, you would know that that's me. Class me with the legends of the rap world. Out of Brooklyn, Browns villains, nigga, clap world. Black girls on the bench, puff sour diesel. Niggas run up on your set, vest, blowing eagles. I said some things on that shit. Niggas had not heard such verbalisms at this time. Calling my hood clap world. Niggas never heard things like this. Clap world. And you know, not to toot my own horn, but in that BK Madness video, I was feeling myself, my swag was up. We put a crazy, so all right, let me not skip around. So I sent the verse to the nigga Wreck. I said, yo, I sent you that joint. You heard? Let's do this freestyle for the next Diggs tape. So I sent the nigga the joint. Wreck hit me back like, yo, that shit fire, but that shit need a hook. So it'd be more like a song instead of just a freestyle. So I said, yeah, you know what? You might be right. So I spit the hook on that shit. This is BK Madness, BK badass niggas. It's Wreck and St. Laz, that nigga. BK Terror, straight up out that BK era. And BK, we take cheddar, nigga, BK Madness. And that shit was hard. So that nigga put his verse on that shit, sent it back, you heard? He like, yo, we gotta do the video for that shit, word to mother. Know what I mean? So boom, when I met the nigga Jordan Tower, matter of fact, we pulled up. I forgot how the fuck I met the nigga Jordan Tower, but the nigga Jordan Tower was with the nigga Wreck. You feel what I'm saying? I spoke about this before, and I told it at the time, you know, Jordan Tower was that nigga. So I said, yo, how much for a video? Like I said, shit was like 2 racks for 1,500. I had all of the money on me right then and there, because at the time, I was fucking with the homie Lisa and the nigga Fade, man. Shout out to DJ Fade and Lisa. Fuck all the differences we had. Niggas is grown-ass men. I don't got no motherfucking grudges against nobody. Fade, I still got love for you. Lisa, I still got love for you. You understand what I'm saying? No matter how niggas feel about me, we still was a good fucking team. You heard? But I was fucking with, that's when I had my new industry shit popping. I was fucking with the homie DJ Fade from out of Minnesota. You heard? And his business partner, Lisa. So they was my managers, basically, my DJ and my managers, but they both was like a management team. And when I signed the contract with them niggas, they hit me with some paper. You heard? Little light paper, but you know, to a nigga in the hood, little $5,000 and $10,000, them shits be strong. You heard? So I was running around with some racks in my pocket. I peeled off and hit the nigga Jordan Tower with about 3 racks right there on the spot. Say, yo, here, that's for 2 videos, man. Let's get it in. You heard? So like I told you the story about the Foles Voice with Chosen Few. Shout out to my nigga Tef from the Chosen Few gang. You heard? My nigga from out in Jersey, Asbury, Neptune, those parts, short niggas, you heard? Shout out to my nigga Young Tef. Gemini gang is in the building. You heard? My nigga Gemini Dragon, just like me and all of that, you heard? But yeah, so I told y'all the story about the Foles Voice with Jordan Tower. If you didn't see my story about Jordan Tower and the Foles Voice, go check that shit out. So, like I said, we started getting traction. Like I said, I don't want to skip around. We started getting a little bit of traction with this BK Madness shit. Wreck knew a lot of niggas, and Wreck was putting that shit in the hands of a lot of motherfuckers, but the record was crazy, son. That shit was so Brooklyn and so crazy. Nobody could really resist that shit. You feel me? It's raining and shit, but I'm still hot. Burning up out this bitch. But it's like, yo, the BK Madness record was so fire, nobody could really deny that shit, son. You had to be a straight hater if you act like that BK Madness wasn't a fucking blazer. You heard? So Reck was running around trying to put that shit in the hands of niggas like K Slay, Cypher Sounds, and motherfucking DJ Camilo, and all of these niggas. Son was trying to put that shit in niggas' chest. You feel what I'm saying? And I was respecting it. We already had it on mixtapes and the internet, tearing it up. Now we was trying to push that shit to get on radio, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't never had no song on radio at the time. Well, I had Starve the Ghetto played on the radio one time, but that shit ain't make no noise. You feel me? Because my money was light. So I only got a couple of spins on that bitch, but I was happy for that. You heard? But that BK Madness, that shit hit different. So boom. I remember one time we in front of Hot 97, we stalking DJs like I told y'all. I never really was with that stalking DJ shit in front of Hot 97. A lot of niggas did it and got on. You feel what I'm saying? Legend has it. Niggas like Pat Poose used to stand in the lobby of Hot 97 and just press everything that came through until eventually a nigga like K Slay started fucking with the nigga because he saw that a nigga wasn't taking no for an answer, and the nigga was determined. You feel what I'm saying? So once a lot of niggas started trying to run with that blueprint, you heard, because Pat Poose allegedly got on like that. So a lot of niggas was trying to run with that blueprint and stand in front of Hot 97 and be in front of Hot 97, and I really was not with it at all because I don't want to look like I'm trying to pressure a nigga. It's like, if they play it, they play it. If they don't, they don't. You understand what I'm saying? So Reck used to be on some, yo, we got to get that shit on. I don't give a fuck. We got to stay out here, blah, blah, blah. So one day we seen a nigga, Cypher Sounds. I forgot who he was in the whip with. Like, we was running into everybody, nigga. Woo Kid used to be coming through. Woo Kid was the realest nigga I ever encountered at Hot 97. I'ma keep it real. One day that nigga was out there, niggas was like, yo, Woo Kid, what up, man? You going to the club? You going, blah, blah. Nigga was like, niggas getting murdered in the club. I'm going my ass home and play some PlayStation, nigga. We was laughing. He like, fuck all of that bullshit. He said, nigga, I don't want to hang out. I don't want to do nothing. He said, niggas ain't doing nothing but getting killed in them streets, trying to go to every club. He said, nigga, I come from Hot 97, I'm going home. You heard? I was like, yo, I respect that shit. When that nigga said that, I was like, yo, this nigga's real. Like, you feel me? Fuck all of that bullshit. Niggas ain't trying to get murdered out here, fucking with these corny niggas. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, we was running into everybody. Woo Kid brother was also a DJ up there at times. You feel what I'm saying? Covering for Woo Kid. And all of them niggas was showing love. But I remember one time we ran into the nigga Cypher Sounds at the red light. And I was like, yo, Cypher Sounds, what up, man? I got this record I'm trying to push, blah, blah, blah. And that nigga Cypher Sounds was like, I know who you are, St. Laz. That BK Madness shit, that shit is hot, man. I heard that shit. That shit was enough for me, my nigga. You heard? At the time, that shit was more than a nigga playing my shit. I'm like, damn, this nigga Cypher, because at the time, Cypher Sounds was that nigga. You heard? So I'm like, yo, not saying he not still that nigga. Shout out to Cypher Sounds. You feel me? But at the time, son was like one of the niggas running New York City. So for Cypher Sounds to tell you, yo, I know who you are, my nigga, you nice, you spit, St. Laz. That shit was everything. I wanted to go home and cuddle up and go to sleep after that. I'm like, nigga, I'm out. Cypher Sounds just told me he know me, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So we started getting traction with this BK Madness. The nigga K Slay, I got footage of the shit on YouTube. The first time K Slay ever played that shit on the radio. K Slay was like, I don't know if he was the first nigga to go in, cause I think Camilo or Cypher Sounds or one of them niggas blasted that shit off. You feel what I'm saying? But the nigga Slay started going in on that shit. You heard? And I got footage of when we first was hearing that shit on the radio, when that shit jumped off. Niggas was like, oh shit, oh yo, that shit, Anybody who knows that BK Madness, they know how that shit give it up. When that beat drop, it's irresistible to a Brooklyn human being. When that shit drop to anybody, but let alone a Brooklyn human being. That shit be like, that shit crazy, nigga. You heard? So, yeah, man, so boom. That shit hit. K-Slay played that shit. Rest in peace, K-Slay. You heard? Whatever differences me and Slay had at one point, you know, that shit ain't about shit, my nigga. You feel me? Nigga's a hip-hop legend, and everybody knew that before he passed away and went back to the essence. Everybody knew he was a legend, so that's not nothing new. That's not no new and innovative thing to say. You feel what I'm saying? We all know Slay was a legend. But Slay blasted that BK Madness off. Niggas was like, oh shit. We was in Midtown. I think we was hovering around Hot 97. And Rec was like, yo, that nigga Slay said he gonna go in, son. I said, word? I said, nah, son. Don't say that. He said, yo, I'm telling you, son. He said he gonna spin off. I said, yo, throw that radio on. We outside in Midtown, over there by Hot 9 or whatever. We listening to that radio, nigga. You just heard that street sweeper. When that nigga be like, C74, lock in. C95, lock in. Niggas hear that shit. Niggas like, oh, it's on. You feel what I'm saying? But when that BK Madness come on, it ain't nothing like getting one of your songs played on the radio, bro. The motherfucking, the sensation you get from hearing yourself on the radio for the first time is indescribable, my nigga. When that shit came on the radio, I was like, oh shit, cause you know I set it off. So when I heard myself, that shit was like a dream, son. I'm hearing myself with that little bit of static from the radio in the background. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, damn, I'm spitting. You heard? I'm like, oh shit. Me, Rec, Opium, everybody who was around, we was just wilding like this. Oh shit, yo, we made it. It's a wrap. It's on. We did it. You feel what I'm saying? Then this nigga Rec, on weeks that the nigga K-Slay didn't play the video, on weeks that K-Slay didn't play the song, that nigga Rec was tight, my nigga. Nigga like, yo, that nigga ain't playing the beat. I said, son, the nigga played the shit. He like, nah, but we need more love on that shit, which was true. But we ain't gonna be pressuring the nigga. So like I said, one day, this nigga got me up at Hot 97 with K-Slay up there. I'm like, son, listen, I don't wanna be out here lingering and shit, having a nigga Slay show some love. I don't want the nigga thinking that we don't appreciate the love that he already showed. He like, nah, but word up, he just gotta know we serious. If he don't see us out here, he ain't gonna think we serious about it. But really, niggas was out there mad. No, we was out there 3 deep, whips and shit. And that shit, niggas, nobody don't wanna come out 2 in the morning and see some niggas from Brooklyn hanging out in front of the joint with whips and all of that. Slay was tired of that shit. So Slay came out, he was tight. And he came out and was like, what? What's up? You feel me? Looking at Rec and shit and looking at all of us. But me, I'm like, I ain't signed up to even be out here because I don't want to look like a clown. So when he came out and barked on niggas like that, I was tight, my nigga, because I'm not the nigga that nobody is gonna be barking on or finna. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he was up in niggas' face barking on niggas, but he came out and was like, son came out and was like, what? What's up? But he wasn't disrespectful or nothing like that. He just was like, what's up? What niggas wanna talk about? I'm not the type of nigga where niggas gonna be barking on me and all of that crazy shit. So I was tight about that shit. And I was tight with the nigga Rec. I'm like, yo, you see my nigga? This is why I ain't want to do this shit, my nigga. Cause now you got this nigga barking on niggas. You feel what I'm saying? And feeling like he feeling. And I'm not with none of that shit, my nigga. That nigga's barking on me shit and all of that, my nigga. I said, this is what happens when you be too fucking thirsty, trying to be mad. I said, that shit too thirsty, my nigga. I'm not doing that no more. You feel what I'm saying? So we was tight after that. But we still got the joint played on Hot 97. We got it played on a few other spots. And now it was time to do the video for that shit. We like, yeah, we gonna do the video for that shit. So, like I said, I paid the nigga Jordan Tower the bread. We got the video in. You feel what I'm saying? BK Madness. It was fire. We was at Sutter Avenue train station on that hill. And we was getting busy with that green wall. With that crazy famous green wall that we got in the video. That shit was crazy. You feel what I'm saying? So once that video came out, I got that shit played on Video Music Box. Hit the nigga Ralph McDaniels, my bro Ralph. I said, yo, Ralph, I got a blazer, bro. Know what I mean? And Ralph, the video was hard, so I'm like, yo, I don't know if Ralph is gonna play this because Ralph on regular TV, so he can't really be playing that super gangster, kill him up shit like that. You heard? But Ralph went in on that BK Madness, nigga. That shit lit the whole city up. See, people don't know about Video Music Box. That shit is not to be slept on. No matter if this shit is 2065, Video Music Box has a certain spiritual power in this city. You feel me? And when you're on it, it will open up doors for you. Bro, we was getting played on Video Music Box with that BK Madness, nigga. That shit was like we had a video on MTV in rotation in New York, son. The whole New York was seeing that shit. They like, yo, Laz, that BK Madness shit is crazy. Bro, niggas was going crazy off that BK Madness. When they heard it on Hot 97, then Diggs dropped a major mixtape with me on the cover. That was the biggest mixtape I ever was on the cover of. One of the biggest mixtapes I was ever on the cover of. That shit was all over the streets, and the name of the mixtape was BK Madness. So it was really like me and the nigga Wreck had a real single out in New York City, and anybody from that era, that mixtape era, they remember that song and video because that shit was hitting. You heard? So boom. Like I said, we knocked that video out with Jordan Tower. I ended up getting into disagreements with Jordan Tower because I'ma keep it real. I owed that nigga some bread, but I felt like he took too long with the edit for me to be paying full price. So Jordan Tower was mad at me because I didn't want to pay him all his money, but I'm sure in these days and times he can understand that, bro, you took a few months with the edit. Like, that's unacceptable to take a few months with a nigga edit. But I understand because Jordan Tower had 100 different videos to edit, but that's not our problem. You feel me? So we got into a dispute about that where I said, yo, bro, you got me waiting too long for the video, my nigga, and I'm supposed to pay you full price on everything? You feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, my nigga. Matter of fact, that's what it was. I think I gave the nigga the money for one video up front and half of the money for the next video. And I still owed him half of the money for the next video. That's what it was. You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm not giving you that money, bro, because you taking months long with my shit. Big dispute. Know what I mean? We got into a big dispute. I spoke about this before. Shout out to Jordan Tower. Shit was 100 years ago. That's still my son. Moving on. Right? So boom. So the nigga Wreck, so boom, son. We start getting so it was all type of legendary dudes in the video. Shout out to the bro Bugs from my projects. He was in the video. Shout out to his brother Gete, my OG Gemini gang. He was in the video. The nigga Kavlar was in the video. It was some legendary motherfuckers in that BK Madness video at the time when that Hip Hop Forever store was out. All of that. It was legendary. You feel me? I had shit I had to do that day. I can't remember what it was, but I had some important business to take care of. So once we did my scene in Brownsville, I let Wreck do whatever he want to do with Jordan Tower. Like whatever else y'all want to film, go film. But I got to go handle some business. So I bounced. Long as I got my scenes in the Ville, I was good. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, so boom. So like I said, man, the song was so popping. You know, nigga Wreck hit me one day. He said, yo, you want to perform this shit at Greek Fest? So I'm like, all right, before I get to that, like I said, the producer who gave me the beat, a kid named Scorsese, some other nigga came forward saying that he did the beat and Scorsese stole the beat from him, and it was a big fucking misunderstanding. But what I think it was is they had just sampled the same thing. You heard? Because the beat sounded a little bit different. So they both basically just caught a sample, kind of flipped it the same way, and it caused a big problem. Producers started beefing with each other. I ended up beefing with the producers. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, fuck these niggas. Take that beat off and remix that shit with a different beat. We don't even fuck with that beat no more. You heard? But nobody really wanted to change that beat because it was nuts. Know what I mean? But it was too much controversy. Like I said, it was like niggas like I said, it was like niggas had a real single out. So people started beefing with each other. People started beefing with each other like we actually had a real single out that was making a bunch of money. But it wasn't, my nigga. It was just in the streets, underground. But niggas was hearing the song on HOT97 and Power 105 and motherfucking seeing the shit on street DVDs. So niggas actually thought we had a big single out and we had a fucking deal with a record label or something. And niggas started arguing and beefing and all of that shit over who did the beat, and it got crazy, bro. It got real crazy. So boom. So when the nigga Reck hit me and was like, yo, you wanna do this shit at Greek Fest? I said, all right, bet, let's get it in. So niggas gave us the date. Now, let me give you some history about Greek Fest. Greek Fest is in Long Island. I can't remember what part it's in. Leave a comment if you remember what part of Long Island Greek Fest was held in. And back in the days, bro, Greek Fest was the shit. It was the place to go and the place for everybody to be. You heard? But at this time, when we got invited to perform at Greek Fest, that shit done fell off like a bad bag of sniff. You heard? That shit fell off like a bad bag of diesel, nigga. And we ain't know that. We like, oh shit, Greek Fest? Yeah, we gonna go tear that shit up. It's gonna be popping, word up. I'm thinking the whole music industry is gonna be there, you heard? Man, niggas got to that shit. That shit had 30 niggas in there, but nah, I'm gonna get to that, yo, hold on. So boom, I hit Lisa. DJ Fade and Lisa, yeah. Cause Lisa told me, listen, anytime you got something big you gotta do, pause, where you gotta stun off or something, this is good management. See, when you get older, you learn to appreciate things. Lisa was a great fucking manager. You heard? If my manager ain't like that, I don't want the manager. You heard? Lisa was on some shit like, listen, anything you gotta do, if you need to stun off or something, holler at me so I could make sure I get you some type of rental where you could pull up on the scene looking like a celebrity. You heard? This is the type of manager you need, ladies and gentlemen. So boom. So Lisa like, yo, I'm gonna make moves and get you a limousine to pull up so y'all could all go to Greek Fest in a limo looking crazy. So I'm like, yo, that's what the fuck is up. I said, but yo, I don't want to get one of those old school Lincoln limos and all of that and be pulling up looking like Frank White and King of New York and shit like it's 1990 with an old long ass Lincoln limo. Like, we gotta try to get something spicy. So she like, all right, I'm gonna hit you back and I'm gonna let you know what this luxury spot out in Jersey is talking about. So she hit me back. She like, yo, they got the Chrysler 300 M limo. They got the this, they got the that, and they had an all-white Lexus limo. So I said, yo, let's roll with that Lexus, nigga. That Lexus gonna kill niggas. So she like, all right, I got it booked. So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yo, that Lexus is gonna murder niggas at Greek Fest, nigga. So I call a nigga Reck. Yo, I said, yo, I got the motherfucking stretch Lexus, nigga. We pulling up to that motherfucker with the stretch Lexus, you heard? He like, word, I bet. So niggas start running around getting their garments together. You heard? Like me, Reck, fucking Bucker, the nigga OP Hangman. You heard? Shout out my nigga OP Hangman. I seen that comment you left the other day, bro. I see you out there. But like, yo, we all there. The nigga, who else was there? What's my son name? My son Swag Man. Shout out to my nigga Swag Man. You heard? My nigga Swag Man was there. Motherfucking my nigga Citavelli. I can't remember everybody that was there. I think my nigga Citavelli was there. But the bottom line is, nigga, we had that motherfucking, we had that limo packed. You heard? We had that limo heavy, baby. We rode out, that shit pulled up. The morning that shit pulled up in front of us when I was living in Throgs Neck, right across the street from Throgs Neck Projects. That shit pulled up outside, came outside, we saw that shit, we like, oh shit, the stretch Lexo is on, nigga. Niggas had their garments. This is when Ed Hardy was popping. I had the green and gold Ed Hardy shirt with my shades. You could not tell me that I was not a fucking celebrity, nigga. So you heard? We hop up in the piece. We head to Brooklyn to go get the nigga Wreck. I can't remember where we headed to go get the nigga Wreck, but we went to go get the nigga Wreck. You heard? So now we pull up to Greek Fest, son. We pull up to Greek Fest, nigga. We was stunting. I'm talking about everybody. It was all eyes on us. Niggas like, yo, who the fuck is these niggas pulling up to Greek Fest in this motherfucking Lexus limo, right? And like I said, Greek Fest used to be that shit. But at this time, that shit type suspect. We pull up to that shit, nigga. We got there early. That's what it was. We got there early, nigga. That shit had about 11 niggas standing around. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Niggas like, yo, nah, chill, it's early. Nah, I mean, niggas gonna come. I'm like, son, this shit looking sick, son. This shit looking sickly. You heard? Then eventually, people started hitting that shit up. You heard? I had to pick this up, but yeah, you know, niggas was feeling ourselves because we pulling up in the Lex, the stretch Lex, you feel what I'm saying? So the people that are there, we coming straight through the middle of that shit with the stretch Lex, you feel me? So niggas is like, oh shit, like, know what I mean? White shit, long white shit. I got some footage of this shit. I got some footage of the joint. I'm gonna see if I can find it and put it in this video. But yeah, so you know, I got the shades on with the Ed Hardy green shirt, know what I mean? I'm feeling myself, know what I mean? Everybody was spiffy, you feel me? We like, yeah, so, you know, it was so light out there. I'm like, I'm not getting out this joint until it start getting chunky, you feel me? So eventually it started getting a little chunky magunky, you heard?
Yeah.
Few people started popping up in the spot, you feel me? Then we started bumping into rappers and stuff that we knew from the mixtape game, like my nigga Swag Man and, you know, niggas here and there that we knew. Long Island niggas, some Long Island niggas that I knew, know what I mean, was there and shit. You feel me? I ran into them. They like, yo, what up? Know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. So we started seeing certain niggas. We was lamping in the car. The car had drinks, TV. You feel what I'm saying? So we was just in there lamping, chilling. You feel me? People started performing. We sitting up in the limo while people start getting on the stage performing. Wreck start running around with the camera, filming shit, and getting footage with motherfuckers and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Eventually, we all got up out the limo. Know what I mean? And just was walking around. You feel what I'm saying? You heard? And it was mad niggas that knew us from the BK Madness single because the BK Madness single was big at the time on the underground mixtape world. You feel what I'm saying? In the underground mixtape world. So niggas was saluting us and showing us love and all of that. Know what I mean? So eventually it came time for us to get on stage and perform that BK Madness. You feel me? We got on stage, me and Wreck. Know what I mean? It was a little bit of people there. Niggas started gathering around the stage and shit. Know what I mean? We smashed out that BK Madness. You heard? We smashed out that BK Madness. I'ma keep it real. I think at the time we was performing the remix of it because it was so much beef between the producers over that shit. We was like, yo, these niggas beefing too much. We just gonna remix that shit, you feel me? But it wasn't nothing like that original beat. But we performed that BK Madness at Greek Fest, you feel me? We did our thing on stage. That shit was hard, you feel what I'm saying? But when we came off the stage, motherfuckers was on us, you feel me? It was even to a point where, damn, niggas about to crash. It was even to a point where niggas was signing autographs, my nigga. Like, we was sitting up in the car and motherfuckers was coming up in there asking for autographs, kids and shit. We was autographing niggas' sneakers. I got footage of all of that. I'm gonna see if I can dig it up. But we was autographing niggas' sneakers, you feel me? Kids wanted to take pictures with us, like, you feel me? We was feeling ourselves. We was like, yeah, nigga, we rappers for real, you heard? Performing our good single at Greek Fest. But that shit was a little That shit still was a little lightweight though, you feel me? It was a little lightweight compared to the average Greek fest from back in the days. But so yeah, man, we stunting. I mean, after the show, we come off stage, we really stunting. We in the limo, we got the limo doors open, we let niggas come up in the limo. Yo, come up in here, like niggas that we bump into. Yo, come up in here, nigga, you wanna drink? You wanna hit this Henny, nigga? Come up in here, you feel what I'm saying? So motherfuckers was coming up in here drinking. So motherfuckers was coming up in the limo, drinking, chilling, know what I mean? Cause it was hot outside. So niggas was coming up in that motherfucker, drinking, chilling, watching TV, and we was lamping. You feel me?
I actually just got 3 days in Facebook.
We was lamping heavy. Know what I mean? Smoking mad bud, up in the limo, chilling, feeling like rap stars. So we stood around in the spot for like another hour after we got off stage just to marinate, meet people, exchange numbers and business cards and all of that. You feel me? And right when we felt like, all right, man, we did it enough here, man. You know what I mean? We pulled up in the stretch Lexus limo. We got on stage, know what I mean? We looking half-assed decent. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers feeling us. We made connections. Let's get the fuck up out of here, man. It's time to roll out. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, we tell the driver, we like, yo, driver, yo, we out, bro. Know what I mean? We handle what we handle. We had a black driver. We said, all right, my bro, we out of here. You know, we had tipped the nigga a little 50 cash and all of that. You feel me? So, yo, we out, my nigga. Like, know what I mean? Let's get up out of here. Man, listen. Man. That nigga tried to start the car. That shit was like... I said, nah. I said, nah, man, nah. I said, yo, try to start that shit again, man, you heard? Nigga tried to hit that shit again. I said, oh, son, we in the middle of Greek Fest, son. The tents on the limo is so dark, you can't see nothing inside of them. But you can see out, of course, but you can't see shit inside, my nigga. So niggas is coming up to the joint, looking all up in the shit, mad close where they face right there, but they can't see us. Niggas like this. Yo, who up in that limo though? You heard? The natives was getting restless. Niggas was like, yo, who up in there though? This nigga like this. I'm like, yo, come on, bro. He like, yo, man, we was here bumping the radio, man. I had the car off. We had the radio on all that time. That shit blew the battery out. I'm like, nah, my nigga. I'm like, son, come on, son. We performed. You heard, we did us. We signed all type of autographs. Now you mean to tell us, now you mean to tell us we stuck here with a dead car looking crazy? We fucked up the whole event. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Nigga like, I said, yo, you ain't got no jumper in the back? He like, nah, man. I'ma have to ask somebody for a jump. I'm like, I'm like, yo, try that shit one more time, man. Just try that shit one more time. Nigga, try that shit. That shit. I said, all right, man, fuck it. Just go get the motherfucking, go get a tow. So boom. Most people, they don't notice that we can't move because it's loud. You feel what I'm saying? It's loud and motherfuckers just see a limo, but literally, bro, we are parked in the middle of the motherfucking whole Greek Fest. We was driving, we was facing in a way to leave the spot. You feel me? So when the nigga start the car, we just be able to just push up out of there. So we are literally in the middle of the whole shit now. Other niggas is performing, mad people is around, mad people is starting to show up now. I'm like, yo, my nigga, we looking crazy right now. Know what I mean? This dude gets out. He start asking people for a jump. Now motherfuckers is looking snickering and shit like this. Yo, them niggas shit is stuck. Oh man, them niggas looking crazy. Son, we was looking crazy, son. I'm like, niggas was like, yo, son, go out there and help that nigga find a jump. I said, nigga, I ain't getting out this motherfucking car, nigga. I'm hiding in this bitch. I don't want nobody to see us in this motherfucking bum ass, cause that shit had the limo looking bummy. Like, nigga, that bum ass limo, that shit don't even work. You feel what I'm saying? Shit wouldn't even start up. I'm like, damn, my nigga, this nigga couldn't find a jump for mad long. We out there like this. I'm like, yo, son, go help that nigga. Nigga like, nah, nigga, OP, Bucker, nobody wanted to get out the whip. Niggas like, nah, son, that nigga on his own. He gotta just find that. I'm not stepping out this shit being embarrassed. Niggas was like, damn, we stuck up in this shit. Niggas was coming in there putting their face to the window like zoo animals like this. Who in there? I'm like, damn, my nigga. Niggas who was taking pictures in front of that shit with us and all of that, niggas was ducking us now. You heard? We was seeing niggas, you heard? Cause niggas knew we was still up in there. You feel what I'm saying? So we was seeing niggas, we like, oh, that's the peoples. Niggas was walking past like this. I don't know them niggas. I'm like, damn, my nigga. Finally, that nigga got a jump from somebody. Nigga had to bring another car, pull up in front of the car at Greek Fest, nigga, and take the cables out and attach the old ass cables on that shit while we in the whip and niggas is walking by doing the zoo animal shit. I'm like, damn, son. Once again, man, first Lisa got us the Foles voice. That was a fake a fake fucking PT Cruiser or something with a motherfucking fake Rolls Royce body. That was the first time with Jordan Tower. Now she got us in the motherfucking the non-start Lexus Stretch. That shit was a little oldie too. Like, it wasn't no brand new limo. That shit was about six, seven good years that shit had on it. You feel what I'm saying? But that shit was getting the job done until that shit just hit the. Say, yo, son. Niggas ruined the whole Greek Fest. Look, we was stunting. We thought we was them niggas. But when that joint wouldn't start, niggas was in that shit ducking and hiding like this. You heard? Straight up, niggas was ducking and hiding in that shit. I was in the corner. My shit was all the way in the corner like this. Word to mother, son. That nigga finally got that shit started, nigga. We was happy than a motherfucker to get up out of there. Then we was back stunting again. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, niggas see us in the Stretch Lex. Fuck, nigga. You heard? Little do niggas know. We was broke down at Greek Fest for 2 hours. But yeah, it was ugly. That nigga Reck was in there with us. Reck was ducking low too. I'm like, yo, Reck, man. Know what I mean? No, you know about cars, nigga. Reck, you said you went to automotive high school, right, son? You know about cars, son. Go help that nigga. Nigga Reck like, man, listen. I ain't getting out this motherfucker. You heard? Nobody was getting out that whip, nigga. We was looking extra dusty and bummy after that. Like, when that Lex stopped working, even my clothes started looking bummy to me. I was like, nah, these jeans ain't laying right, my nigga. These jeans ain't laying right. You know what I mean? I should have got a better haircut than this. Everything started falling apart. Everything started falling apart once that motherfucking car ain't start. I'm like, damn, man, we did the remix version of BK Madness. We played ourselves. That shit was trash. Everything was trash once that shit was like, you heard? I was like, damn, man. Hit Lisa up. Yo, Lisa, you did it again, man. You heard? But yeah, bro, we got up out of there. I mean, we stunted around with the limo for a couple of more hours. I think we went to Midtown and pulled up on 8th Avenue, hopped out, got eats. You feel what I'm saying? We was stunting. You heard? We went and got little dirty eats off of 8th Avenue. That was about 10 cash. You heard? And we hopped back up in the limo. About 11 of us now. It was only like 5 of us. You heard? We was up in that shit. We was smoking heavy Trom, sipping that yak. And we was chilling, bro. And it was a great day. Even though we broke down, we was laughing about that shit later. You feel me? Word up. But yeah, man, LAZ, man, the story of Pottersfield. I told y'all niggas these shits is funny. You heard? Get at me.